How is your feeling entering into the position?
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just a bit confused on like where we should go now. I guess we're protected by camos and whatnot. I'm just kind of wondering how far are we from the Russians.
So we're right now with the 82nd Air Assault Brigade. Hiding indeed in a dugout. I mean, a while ago, maybe a year ago, we would have been able to go out maybe for a cigarette and do a couple of stand-ups in the open. Obviously, today it's not possible, mainly due to FPV drones, fiber optics drones. We're with this crew. The guys are behind me. So 4 guys manning an American M119. They basically use it in this area to suppress Russian assault, especially infantry. So this brigade was deployed. I mean, those guys were in Kharkiv before, more in Kursk, etc. And they were recently deployed in this area to actually stop Russia's advance. So what you need to understand is that in August 2025, the situation got pretty perilous here because basically the Russians tried to have a breakthrough, or did have a breakthrough rather, around like Dobropilia and Pokrovsk, and it took like 10 to 17 kilometers. So it was pretty dangerous situation for both Konstantinivka and Pokrovsk. So you understand the Russians are roughly around 5 kilometers on one side and 5 kilometers on the other side, which is fine for M119 because they can reach a range up to 19 kilometers with certain shells. The sound of artillery didn't stop since the start of the morning. It's mostly outcoming, but when we arrived at the position this morning, we could see a couple of positions burning, apparently some Russian cabs, and some grads fell and hit some Ukrainian position around. And yeah, we get to work.
Дубль 2.
For Ukraine, for our motherland, we will destroy the enemies. Attention!
Basically, it can have a sustained rate of 3 shoots per minute and 8 in a row. After that, they have to pull it to let it cool down. We're still being a little bit careful here because we hear a few buzzing of FPVs. We don't really know when it's there, if it's ours or there. And we're trying our best not to stand on the way of their work.
Подсветку. Зайдите за цю сторону.
So those were developed and put on the market between the 80s and 2000. So it's a fairly new model. It's only like 2 tons, which makes it relatively easy to move. But it's still a towed cannon, so it has to stay hidden. And that's kind of the issues with this cannon. It's like you can't really move them, even though the shoot and scoot tactic doesn't work anymore in this kind of field. So this sound usually says that basically they're going to shoot soon. Unfortunately, I forgot my reduction noise headphones. Every time we go to this kind of artillery, I'm becoming more and more deaf every time. Which is very annoying for my girlfriend because I tend to yell when I come back from mission. One of the crew members assembles the shell, the charge, and the explosive in an old-school manner with some sort of massive monkey wrench before sending a goodbye gift to the enemy.
I'm a gunner on the Dishika, and every time, if some kind of gunpowder comes up, the really specific kind, the smell is so strong that without a balaclava, it's very hard.
В укрытие!
This is the signal that they're hiding the gun. They launch at least 45 shells. But obviously, we can't stay super long. Because Ukraine doesn't have an infinite numbers of these. And these have become very precious to actually fight against Russian infantry right now. So back to the dugout. Forget about big luxury shelters here. The dugout is closer to a foxhole than a real bunker, about 2 meters by 3. All the bags are hanging from the ceiling to gain more space. The closer the front is, the smaller the dugout. Still, it's big enough to get a small nap on the soothing sound of the shells outside. ASMR, frontline style. Best sleep I've ever had, and a much-needed rest before interviewing some of the crew members.
It's our awesome little zucchini, our sweet, delicate little cannon. It's easy to operate, and you can shift it quickly. So yeah, you can just pack it up and leave. I wish it was slightly bigger though, but what a girl she is. Anyway, we think we hit a BMP over near Vovchansk with her. And of the confirmed strikes, we did suppress some infantry.
Infamous Russian bikers' units are still far, Slava tells me.
We don't have many bikers coming here. It's mostly FPVs they're launching at us, over and over again. Right here, we provide cover and help our guys get into their positions. So life is a bit easier for them. We try to keep the enemy away from our guys. We mostly use it for suppressive fire. When that same 105mm Kabanchik hits near you, you flinch a bit, and you're less keen to push forward. First of all, it's about life. I think that's the most important thing. The faster we get there and take up our position, the more we might be able to help, to save lives. I hope so. It's my motivation, as they say, and it helps us hang on a bit.
He got his call sign after a trip around the fjords that he plans to show to his wife one day when the war is over.
Right now, my very strong, tender wife is running our family business. Thank you for your support. By the way, I want to say that the heroes of our country aren't only the men who fight, they're also the wives of those men. And you, Alina Serhievna, are my heroine too. I love you.
As you can see in our report, the guys from the 82nd don't lack determination to continue the fight, but they need your help to buy more drones, more Mavic drones especially. You too can help by donating to the link under the video or scanning the QR code which is on the screen right now. Every little bit helps, and even if you're abroad, you too can help bring peace closer. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, United 24 Media.